In Abuja, where in less than 72 hours to the presidential primary of the APC, the screening committee says it has reduced the list of aspirants from 23 to 13. Chairman of the panel, John Oyegun, stated this while presenting a report to APC National Chairman Abdullahi Adamu. Out of 23 presidential aspirants that appeared before the screening panel, 13 are now cleared to contest the primaries slated for Monday, 6th to 8th of June. Party stakeholders, including governors, have been strategizing to ensure that the party produces a strong candidate to retain the seat of the president in 2023.
We engaged every aspirant on the issue of consensus, and it is a pleasant surprise that 99% agreed that the party is supreme. Whatever the party finally decides, with proper consultations, they were likely to accept. We had only one exception who said, yes, I will accept consensus so long as it is based on me. So I think it's
Now let's talk to TVC's Habida Lawal, who's been monitoring this development. She joins me live from Abuja. Habida, do we know precisely the criteria used by the screening committee to come up with this list of 13 aspirants?
Well, from what the chairman of the screening committee said while presenting the report to the national chairman of the party is that aspirants were asked issues bordering on contentious matters, challenges, and how they can best help move Nigeria forward. That was the main areas that these aspirants were screened, and also party interest as well. They built the discussions around party issues as well, and the country's issues, Nefemi.
You know, one of the stories making headlines online is the issue of whether or not age was used as a criterion in clearing these aspirants. Did you hear the chairman of the screening committee mention that precisely?
Well, we are not privy to the particular questions that were asked, the aspirants were asked during the screening process. Neither were we privy to the number and names of the persons that have been qualified or their age bracket.
You followed the screening process of the 23 aspirants that was just recently conducted. What was the feelers like from the aspirants after their screening exercise?
Well, they were hopeful and they praised the process being free and fair so far after they go in for their screening. Coming out to speak with members of the press, they were in high spirit, if I would describe it as using that word. So we hope that the names of the ones that were actually trimmed down will be made known to members of the public in due course. That is, of course, after the NWC have taken critical look at the screening committee's report before making it public.
We heard Chief John Oyegun mention in your report that the aspirants were engaged on the issue of consensus and that most of them agree that the party is supreme. Is that any development? Is there any new thing you're hearing about the consensus arrangements within the APC?
Well, there have been many meetings this week with APC governors, with President Muhammadu Buhari, especially as the party is looking at having its convention on Monday, and that is just 2 days away. Of course, they are looking at a possibility of trimming the numbers down, giving the numbers of delegates that the party is expecting to cast their vote to elect a candidate for the party. Of course, they would like to trim it down to a particular number, if you ask me, not necessarily a consensus anyway.
How soon are we expected to know precisely the names that made the 13 and those who didn't make the list?
Well, we were informed that the NWC of the party will meet and deliberate on the names that were screened and also the ones that were screened out before the report is made public. But definitely before the June 6th date for the convention, it will definitely be made public. So as aspirants that will contest will be in the know.
All eyes on the APC and definitely on the screening list. Abdullahi live for us from Abuja.